Greetings one and all, it's VV aka Ville Hermanivalo here in Berlin. I have a funny taste. I was born in '76, so I grew up with the '80s, so the Kiss, Wasp, Twisted Sister, Motley Crue, all that stuff. Then one of my friends' brother bought Raining Blood. Then I started listening to Anthrax and Death Angel, and that moved over to Carcass, D-Side, Napalm Death, Godflesh. I'm sort of an omnivore when it comes to music. You know, when you can feel from the artist that it's true to them and they're really standing behind the words and behind the music and the feel and the vibe. That's why I like reggae and like old roots reggae, and then I love black metal. I love them both as much. We did some stuff with him that was fairly heavy, but I would never really call it metal. And that's why we called it love metal. And that was our, you know, sort of like tribute to Venom and their black metal and all that stuff. So it's in the same tradition, but not a full-blown metal album. I've done some like screechy vocals on some there was a grindcore thing happening in Finland. I did some backing vocals for that. It's a band, there was a couple of people from Amorphis and then from him as well. The band is called To Separate the Flesh from the Bone. I think they made an EP and an album, and it was Lee Dorian, Jeff from Carcass, myself, and a few mates. We sang backing vocals for that album. The session was unbelievably cool. It's good that I saw some of the rock and roll life and you know, went for the Jim Morrison experience, but at one point I realized that if your hands are shaking every morning, it's really tough to pick up an acoustic guitar and write a song. So those things started, as they do to a lot of people, they started fighting against each other, and I thought that I'd rather be a musician than a drunk. When we started the band Him, it's you know, I love both Depeche Mode and Black Sabbath, and I didn't think that we had to make a decision that we can have to be either or, but try to bring all the influences together and you know, it's a bit more liberal these days, but back in the day it wasn't so. You know, it was like it was either or. But, you know, that true whatever posse, you know, it's I think it's endearing. It's great that people believe in their thing, whatever it is, you know, and the fact of life is that nobody can like everything. So, but also I do believe in the age-old Finnish saying that let all flowers bloom. I think it's a positive thing that we have a variety of things to enjoy, and that you can find your own. Things have to develop, and there has to be fusion, and there has to be things melt. It needs to be a melting pot. I think that makes all the sense in the world to me. If you think for the past 20 years, metal heads are not afraid that they're listening to other kinds of music. When I was in school, you either listened to Twisted Sister or Motley Crue, or you were out. And it was very tribal, and that's the whole thing about metal. It's very tribal. But there's a bit, I think metal has grown up in a way that it has a bit of sense of humor about itself, that it is healthy, I think too. And that is also one of the reasons why it won't never die. It's not going to be only a few months away that we're going to visit Wacken for the first time. So please be tender to us, and we'll try to be as tender as we can to you and your ears. Catch you later.